Dusk. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words. The words. The words of the developer. Then I'll tell you my version. Battled through an onslaught of mystical backwater cultists, possessed militants, and even darker forces as you attempt to discover just what lurks beneath the earth in this retro first-person shooter inspired by the 90s legends. Yes guys, it's another pretender. It's another pretender to the throne of, hey look, it's a 90s shooter. How many of these must I have reviewed now? Quite a few, I think. And most of them are shite. They're just, I don't know what people think happened in the 90s, but most of the time it's not what you get on these games. But I am happy to report that this one is different. This one actually feels like the developers played the 90s shooters. And when I talk about 90s shooters, guys, I'm not talking about Duke fucking Nukem. Although that was a fun game, but I'm talking about Quake. I'm talking about Doom. I'm talking about Hexen. I'm talking about Heretic. I'm talking about Redneck Rampage, Blood, all of that kind of stuff. Blood was shite. Redneck Rampage was alright, but let's be honest, that was pretty shite. Hexen, Heretic, they weren't Quake. None of them were Quake, guys. None of them were Quake. But what made Quake so good was the multiplayer. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to play the multiplayer of Dusk yet because it's not fully released yet. The game's only got the first 2 episodes, I say only, but it's 33 levels this game, split over 3 chapters, and the first 2 chapters are out. You're going to get your money's worth. It's a £15 game. You're going to get your money's worth because what you're looking at with this game is you've got your 3 chapters, so you're looking at maybe 15, 16 hours just to get through the chapters. You then have endless mode, which is damn right hilarious. There's 3 different maps for endless mode, just ever progressive waves of enemies coming at you, and the maps are so good for endless mode. You've got these like vents where you can jump on and you can get propelled up in the air. It's great. It's great fun, great fun. And then you've got your multiplayer, which is obviously limitless to the amount of time you can be playing that. But the main thing, there's always the main thing with these games, and I said this when I streamed it. The main thing when you're playing any kind of Twitch shooter is the speed and accuracy and smoothness of the control system. And I have to give this game 10 out of 10 for that. For that, you can't fault this game. Loads of games, and I was saying this in the stream, the developers came in the stream when I was playing it as well, and they seemed alright. They seemed quite good. The trouble with a lot of these games that try to be 90s games is you end up getting glitches on walls, and you get stuck on walls, and it's not smooth, or you can't jump strafe. But in this, everything is really, really smooth. You can jump strafe all over the place. In fact, there are puzzles specifically for jump strafing where you have to use maybe a propulsion vent to jump on, and that'll propel you up in the air. But if you're not going fast enough, then you won't reach the place that you have to get to, so you have to jump straight onto that. And it's just great fun, the attention to detail that they've added for stuff like that. And it's stuff like that in the map design that makes you go, wow, that's just how maps use. There's none of this procedural bullshit. Everything's as it was in the 90s. And the more I play, I didn't like it at first, but the more I've played it, the more I'm kind of hooked on this game. It just got better and better as I got deeper into the levels. You know, you pick up a gun and that triggers a secret just round the corner. You hear the door open and you think, shit, there's something around there. Then you go around there and there's some monster comes darting out at you. There's loads of them moments. It's the typical of the Doom era. You have to get the keys, the coloured keys to open the coloured doors, and all the levels is really, really well thought out, and there's 33 of the levels. I mean, it looks like vomit. It looks like you've just vomited up a Pizza Hut, but that's how it was. That's how games were. But, you know, don't let that put you off. It put me off a bit. I'm not into that look. I mean, I played that to death. I mean, you know, I was there at the beginning of gaming. I know what it's like to have these graphics in every game you play. And you just kind of were fine with it until I got me Voodoo 2 and I saw 3DFX for the first time. And it was like, the pixels have gone. It's smooth. Look at this. It's smooth. And I never wanted to go back after that. And indeed, I never did go back after that because all games became good with 3DFX, Voodoo 2s and all the rest of it. And then we had the progression of AMD and Nvidia after that with the cards. And we don't need to go back. But the developers have deliberately sent us back here to see what it was like in the 90s. And I would like this game more if it had up-to-date graphics, because it plays so damn well. It really does play well, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely starting to really, really love this game. The weapons aren't the best. You start off with you've got these scythes, which, you know, it's your base weapon. You know, you never run out of these. You just run up and you start whacking people with them. Then you've got your pistol, then you've got your shotgun, then you've got your super shotgun, which is my favourite weapon in the game, by the way. I absolutely love that. I love that in Doom. The super shotgun was just great. Just so good, shooting them pig monsters. Remember them that used the pink pig things that used to run at you? Well, they weren't pigs, they were demons, but I used to call them pigs. Then you've got your automatic weapon. You've got a rifle. Now your rifle's like your sniper rifle kind of thing. Then you've got your crossbow, straight out of Heretic. It's your crossbow, which is these can shoot through walls, the crossbows, and you can shoot through enemies, so you can shoot like a line of enemies if they're lined up. And then you've got your grenade launcher, your pineapple gun, whichever you want to call it, straight out of Quake. And then you've got your rocket launcher, which is the rivet gun, I think it's called in this. It's not quite, you can't rocket jump with it. It's not as good as the rocket launcher from Quake, but it is extremely devastating. I mean, this can you can take out rooms full of enemies with this thing. It almost feels overpowered, but the thing is with this, you can't carry a lot of ammo with it, so that kind of balances it out. Now the monsters that you're going to face in this, they range from your basic scrub mobs, like these, I call them Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I don't know what they are, moose? I don't know, these mad cows. And then you've got these cultists, which looks like Ku Klux Klan, but they're your imps from Doom. They fire the green shit at you at about the same rate. Everything fires projectiles, which is, again, like it used to be, which is great because you can dodge them, and when there's a lot of shit going on, you feel good as you're dodging around and you're jumping up in the air and you're hitting people and you're flying through mid-air and you're railing people, even though you don't have a railgun, but you know, you have kind of things that are similar to a railgun. So it is a good game, it's a fun game, and it makes you feel all good when you're flying through, and it can be quite challenging on the high level, but overall I did find the game quite easy. There's 5 difficulty levels, with the last difficulty being like nightmare mode. You get one shot off everything, so it's more of a, it's not really a level, it's like, you know, I don't know, I think that's there just for a bit of fun. I mean, I'll never play it on that because it'd be too damn frustrating. One shot off anything will kill you, but it is good to practice your reflexes up with it. So the level below that is really like the maximum difficulty level, and that's what I've been playing it on. And yes, I've died a few times, but I'm flying through the game now, and I'm finding it's challenging, but it's not really too difficult is the way to put it. It took us a while to get back into it. I mean, I haven't played these games for such a long time. I died a few times on my stream, but I've been absolutely flying through the game today, and it's great. I'm still enjoying it, even though it is a bit of a challenge. I mean, I'm not saying it's piss easy, that would be a lie. It's not. I've still died. I think I've died twice today playing it, but you know, I'm flying through the levels with it, and it is good. And I want to, it's the kind of game where when I finish the whole thing, and I haven't quite finished it all yet, I want to come back and find all the secrets. There's loads of secrets like there are in Doom and all that, and I want to try the multiplayer as well. Even at my age, I'm still gonna have a go at that. So there you go, guys. Dusk is the closest thing you'll get to a 90s Twitch shooter. It's not going to be for everyone. I don't know how this will play with a controller. Probably bad. I don't even know if it supports a controller. Let me check. Partial controller support. It does have an auto aim setting, I believe, in the settings for controllers. But yeah, but if controllers are so good, why do they need auto aim, Mac? Ah, that's why, because controllers are... Oh, I'm not allowed... Sorry, I do apologise. I'm not allowed to have a go at controllers. People will be crying in the comments if I do that. So, controllers rock, man. So there you go, guys. Dusk. I'm giving it a thumb up. Great fun.